Hi mga kayusinyan Freedom Board! Welcome back again dari sa to ang YouTube channel. Ako day si Bay Gamay para mo basa na sad og usa ka confession nga pwede ninyo paminawon wherever you are or whatever you are doing right now. Og sa mga wala pa nakasubscribe di ay palihog kog subscribe sa to ang YouTube channel og palihog na lang pod og tuplok sa notification bell aron updated mo kanunay. O karon mga kayusinyan Freedom Board, ania na ang confession nga, unspoken goodbye. I know this is hopeless, but still worth a try. Hey, it's Nana. I know that you're not a fan of this page, but your sisters are. So I just want to tell you this, even though there's a little chance that you'll hear this. I thought I had let go of you 2 years ago, but I was wrong. I thought I'll be happy to see you happy, but why is it I end up hurting? No, hurt is an understatement. My heart actually died that night when I saw you walk in the party with someone else. You were smiling so much that you didn't even notice I was nearby. Thinking back, I was amazed at how we can sense each other's presence even at a distance. How we were able to locate and spot each other amidst the crowd. Maybe that was some sort of connection we had that now only I have remembered. When I ended us, I admit I was still in love with you. I knew that a part of me will always be in love with you. You were my first love. They said that first loves are stigma. They often leave a huge mark in our heart. But I guess what they said was true because until now, I'm still in love with you. How could I even forget you, diba? I guess I'll die full of memories of you. How can I forget my friend for 10 years and my boyfriend for 6 years? You know me as much as I do, and I know you like the back of my hand. I guess you'll be my Totka, the one that got away. Since you were the only man I ever wanted to spend the rest of my life with. But just like what they also said, first loves don't usually work. I guess that's also true. We didn't work despite the 6 years of romance. Honestly, I know it was solely my fault for giving up on us, for letting you go, for breaking up with you. You have loved me when I couldn't even love myself. You trusted me with everything. I can confide to you with anything. We were a match. All my girlfriends were jealous of us. They said I was lucky to have you, but I would always correct them by saying you were luckier to have me. You used to think that way too. You always made sure to tell me how happy and blessed you are with me. I was happy and blessed too. When we were 18, you asked me when I will get married. I told you after 9 years. He smiled. I also asked you the same question. You told me after 10 years. I was disappointed with your answer, so we fought. Little did I know that you meant to marry me after 10 years, since I was a year younger than you, so 10 years to be added. You and your logic. A year after, we became an official couple. Our parents were supportive for us. Your mom would even pair us up during special occasions. My dad would invite you to play basketball. Our relationship was smooth sailing. Though we fought at times because of our differences, we still managed to fix everything before the day ends because we both know that our love was far greater than those differences. I remembered how you back carry me when I felt drained during my dance practice. How you sang me songs when I feel like sleeping. How you braided my hair when I asked you to. You even asked your sister to teach you. How you cut my nails when they are already long. How you massaged my back every time it felt numb. How you pretend to lose in a gay match just to sneak a kiss from me. How you used to crack your corny jokes but I still end up laughing because I thought you were silly. Also, how you never forget all our special dates and I was the forgetful one. I could still recall how you detested me taking up tourism because of the uniform. I managed to convince you but you instructed the tailor to make my skirt a little longer. You were so protective of me. I recall every time we were separated because we were studying at different universities. We used to hug each other for which was like 10 to 15 minutes before we let go of each other. Like, magpaguyod pa jud ko kay di ko ganahan mulakaw ug ikaw kay mo act like you are crying and trying to reach out to me. Magkatawa na lang ang mga tao na to. I also couldn't forget how you connived with my parents and friends during my graduation so that you can surprise me. I also remembered our 4th anniversary when you asked my parents if I could stay for the night at your house because that was also your stepbro's birthday party. They were hesitant but because you are the best at convincing people, you were able to make them agree. Until now, I still don't know your alibi for that. That night, we decided to not attend the party and you insisted on cooking our dinner. Grabe. Sige ko katawa that time kay you became a real warrior with the pots cover a shield and spatula as your sword. You were whining every time the oil spills on you. Then you were not contented with the pots cover so you even wore a jacket and a face mask. Effort kay ka that time but we still end up going to the party instead kay puro sunog imong giluto. Those memories mark a special place in my heart. I was happy being with you. You were my all. But still I chose to let go of you. I don't want us to do it honestly. I don't want us to end but I have to. That time I believe letting you go was the best option there is. So I did. You were about to board the ship that time. I used that excuse to break up with you. I lied when I told you that I don't want a long-distance relationship with you. You were devastated. You even cried and knelt in front of me. That night, I fought the tears because I was determined. You even said you will quit seafaring if that would resolve the problem. You broke down in tears but I still left you. The look in your eyes just left me by myself without your heart. That night, you were detained at the police station for sleeping at the park, drunk. I was actually there watching you at a distance crying. How I wanted to take back the words I've said. Even if drunk, you still managed to send me a message saying, "Kabalo ko ga-joke rakahan. Good night. I love you so much." I still keep that message until now. Then the next morning, you went to my house, but you couldn't find me because I chose not to be found. Our parents were worried. Your mom would even call me asking to talk to you because you are up to ruining your life because of our breakup. So I called you. I told you to have a grip of yourself if you wanted us to be back together. I see your efforts. You started fresh. You didn't board the ship. Instead, you enrolled to a culinary course because it was in your dream list to cook a meal for me. So silly of you to think I broke up with you because you couldn't cook. Then I went somewhere far you didn't know. You heard the rumors that I get married with someone else. You get mad. I wanted to tell you it's not true, but your family sent you abroad. I believe it was for the better. I didn't hear from you since then, because I asked our parents not to. That was also for both of us. They understand my decision. I know I can never love again as much as I love you. I know I can never cry again like I did when I left you. I know it was too late to turn around now and tell you so. I wish I have the courage to tell you back then that I have loved you with all the love that I can give. I wish I could tell you that I didn't mean to hurt you, that I had a reason for doing so. A reason I cannot tell you that time. But I know I have made a wrong decision. Months of nights and years of days, and here I am, still crying myself to sleep. I was amazed how I lost track of time. It still feels like yesterday when we broke up, and here I am still trying to get you out of my system. You have penetrated so deeply that forgetting you was a real struggle. Every place I go, I am reminded of you. I was like flipping through chapters of our lives together, that erasing you was like ripping every part and fiber of my life. Han, I am so sorry. I wanted to tell you everything during our batch reunion, but I saw you walking in with someone. I guess that was your girlfriend. You look happy together. I wanted to say that I am happy for you, but I couldn't get the right words for it. I guess I was away for too long that you no longer remember me still existing. Then you saw me. We stared for a while. Then you walked past through me. I can't blame you since I was the one who dumped you first. I have hurt you, so don't mind me now. I deserve this. So I left the party and cried. I'm sorry, Han, for hurting you. Sorry for showing up again. You know that I don't usually attend parties, especially reunions, but this one is different. This is my last step to you. This is my goodbye. I am sorry for hurting you. Sorry for fooling you. Sorry for leaving you. Sorry for not telling you. Sorry for being a coward. Sorry for being sick. Sorry I have a cancer. Sorry I am dying. Sorry I have only 4 more months left. Sorry I guess I can't be there when you get married next year. It's the 8th year, Han. I guess I'll just have to dream of you marrying me then. If you are listening now, I might be long gone now. Sorry, but please be happy. Live your life fully, please. Enjoy it for me. I know for sure I died happy because I met you and was loved by you. I might have regretted not being able to love you longer, but I promise to look after you from above. And by the way, don't blame our parents for not telling you about me and about Janus. You might be wondering now, but yes, he is your son. I forced them not to tell you because I thought I couldn't make it. I thought I and our son couldn't make it because of my sickness, but fortunately we did. He resembles you, Han. He's a complete replica of you. He loves you, Han. He wanted to meet you, that is why I went home. To see you for the last time and to return Janus to you. Love him please as you have loved me before. I know you will because he's just like you. By the way, I heard you became a chef. In our next life, please cook for me and Janus. You know, for 2 years, food has been so tasteless. Goodbye, Han. God knows how much I love you. I love you, Han. I really do. Goodbye, Nana.